Video is about solving systems of equations using graphing. So you may already know how to solve systems using substitution, using elimination. Graphing is one of the simplest ways to do it if you're comfortable with graphing. So we have two equations and their solution is 1 point, and a point is really just an x and a y coordinate. And the point that's the solution is the point at which these two lines intersect. So all we have to do is graph these two lines. The first one, if you think about y equals mx plus b, which is, the m is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. So if I look at this first equation, my slope is 4 and my y-intercept is 3. So the simplest way for me to graph it would be to start at my y-intercept, which is 3. So I'm going to go to 3 on the y-axis and plot a point there. And now I'm going to use the slope to get the next point. So since the slope is positive 4, every time that I go over to the right 1, I should go up 4. So if I go over to the right 1 and go up 4, I'm going to be off of my graph. So instead, I'm going to go over to the left and down 4 and plot a second point. And so I can see that the slope is 4 because if I start here and go over 1 and up 4, I have that. The slope, the rise over run is 4 over 1. So I'm going to go ahead and plot one more point, and then I'm going to draw this with a nice ruler here. All right, so there's my first line. My second line is negative x minus 2. So I'm going to start at negative 2, which is the y-intercept, and then the slope is negative 1, right? If there's no coefficient, it could be like negative 1x. And so what that means is every time I go over to the right one, I go down 1. So I go over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1. I can plot as many points as I need, but then I'm going to connect them with this lovely ruler here. And now I have my two graphs. And we see that the point at which they intersect, they touch right here. And the point at which they touch is negative 1, negative 1. So my xy value is actually just negative 1, negative 1. So that's how you solve a system by graphing. You just graph the two lines and see where they intersect.